Fully packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.
Memoajo mo akwaba eba Green Gold enyume no nson akan kasebo eso kasebo yi naposo ebi enie Yako Akim Oda ayeno no ewo epoye mantem adwadifo ma bi wo no ma ekiremu a edwadi bia foforo kwa yesi dia ma wo mo wa bra na NPP aban no ewo so nenso no assembly no empeso mo beko honom akwa akoton niama no sa assembly na hwe na wo manfo wo manko honom mo ankasa ebesesa wo mo niama akwa akodi wo mudwa ewo ho ne ntia Kasebwe enchemu ebeba enu ada Ghana mampanyini John Dramani Mahama woni nsɛmtwerɛfo ehyiaye ensɛm bisa wodo ekɔ so anu yenso ebaye kasebwe mu midimu nchemu ebebrɛ mu sanso ena yekɔ Amenfi East aye no ewo atoye mantemu ena no peya basa ye bi ema no homne so ewo ho no menkyeremu eba etrese eyemra hyebedwani a wo honom Owura Nicholas Amankwa kamiakwa ese mebuni bi ede wonsa akeka no ensem wei ena ebika ho a enwumrei mesinkonya sima aduasa eda yenemu yi mede ba beso mu se enwumre no nson akan kasebo ewo Green Gold kasafonyi eso midi nana afia adepa mitwa me ho me ba kasemu ni nkyeremu mede bebre ho
Fully packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.
Afei kasebonu mu enchemu enie Yanko eye Akim Oda no ewo epoye mantem na wokodu honom dia edwadifo ma wo honom wonsem bia wo kanyina ene se wabra na NPP amanyokuo no ewo so no mekire eye kane mampanyini edema oman Ghana eye nana adodankwa ekufu adowo boaye emo musi edwadi bia foforo kra edema omanfo a wo mo ewo honom se nke dwadie ho nsem so no ebefa no ntoma pefra ewo honom nanso no wo munim ne ntia edwa yesi ni kama ede ama wo mo nanso no kamiakwa yesi assembly no empeso mbakwa akoton ade ewo ho eno ena eye ye maami mu ekiremu a wo mo se assembly no ama wo mo kwan ama wo mankwan akoton wo mo niama ewo honom a ene wo mo ankasa ede mra be hye wo mo nsem na wo masese wo mo dwadie ho niama nyina na wo makwa akotena honom aton ade na wabra nsem twerofo ebowura eye edwanem no ye ne eye mmaba wahema etwetwen enkomo yentie nkyeremu a wode maaye
asidan komo ochedi ampo ono na wama de pebi achile ejofo masabe ye iriti tana no chase ye true iriti simply because ye nyobia amambo ni aka ho na asu emama hi no omo ya responsible ewo efie ema ni support ye mama eno bia so pe ne education na biye bro cheje ya yetimi omo amadu mi akakra watu omu nya de kwche station ka ba kukura ni eti ni papa so ama ha na wa ba card omo ba kwa cross Oma kwa agresuado se nkwado aso ya tafa kwa ndia ni boso se ye hono ya so anya dan ane ya didi eti ya ju wa usa kwa siebuo ana omudi wa na se ba ju ya ba tua tentino ada wa fo no omukwa fa emegu anu anya sa to ya so Muhammad omu fe ko gujo ye ni bulashe ya ba kwa gura jani na mo fo gujo That's meji yan owo bia yo wo one day born one day die get me tire wi abase mu esu atagu ya so enwi agu ya so ya ya se banche ya ya ne ekwa hospital ya sa mabiem etubu kuku ya na wana beto oba no ade amam wana ba de do fo ma ya ya eti ya sam ne sa kwase ebu na mudi bu ya Tati ya chia sana wochi ade ya nimu la ya chia nda ya chia no tra o te se ya bisade na ya ka no
Mmaba wahema ekasa wie ye pe ena edwemfo ma ne bi nso sensem twerofo se moba ha se dia ene ye nso ye ne mo bekasa na asem yi modi akwa Ghana mampanyini amaye
asem nyina ne se odam panifo omo hu se aha ye central market the whole Ghana ye hu central market market I had taxi drivers and a Kogu Central Market. Central Market, the Yanim say, yeah, the impressive for drivers and a big one. Now, my Tadia Medum. Now, why you are winning everyone? I must say, I'm going to have a Sunni Jawa Danjuma. Yes, I'm going to say, I'm a focus now. I'm going to be every year. I come here, Miano. I'm going to have some money and Mela. Now, the Janan so. And the year, my
was up the loan a year, Juma. And so, I'm going to get you idea and Ambuamo, and man Ambuamo, and so I'm here, kind of Mamo, and I won't be a store from Mamo. Story me back from almost 1 year. Stories is your mom be a mamo. Or Baba Cooper, also Mamma Mongolaba 4, 5. Eh, Mamma, yes, I'm a man and a train. To be a man of Mano, to be a Mano.
Sadia, what were you joining my eye? Na yanko job, na achila hano. Ka na ho na kai sini timi nyadai. Emra, ya dis na dia nyina, ya ni of mind ni man su bia. E na ya baaje, what also bia sisi.
Tema Metropolitan Assembly TMA Sabre Womo Apau chairman and afei members for Kromo Eba Beshe Amaniama Akoye Ede Ama Womo Ewo na wabra yedi abodin krata ehye womo ensemuno and a coordinating director at the Matema Metropolitan Assembly Ora John Nana Owu wade ensem to omanim se ba o mabai no womo nhwe se nienti a ya pa womo no titiriw eye impumtuo ho ensem ti womo nhwe se impumtuo mapanso no ebe fa ne ntoma pefra ewo eye tema
have per our budget whatever revenue that they are able to collect. The assembly also give them 50% as ceded revenue for them to develop the sub-metro councils. Because, you know, the sub-metro council activities is hinged on 3 core pillars. 1, development control, sanitation, and revenue mobilization. Every activity that we do, you know, without revenue, there's no way we can develop the metropolis. So, my advice is that they should all put on, all hands should be on deck to ensure that we are able to get the revenue for us to develop the metropolis. But key is how we can make Tema as a city which looks clean and healthy and decent for people, or to attract tourists and investors into the city. So, 1.
Coordinating Director Edema Tema Metropolitan Assembly Ora John Nana Owu Ninsema etosumienu na wochire mu se ubedru Tema hono mo dia ne friend say sanitation ana say ahonidie mapa no eno eni wo muni so ade hunu kase pa assembly ni pese ekoye ewo honom ede ma wo mo nti sabre ya pa wo mo ho entoma no mo hwe se ahonidie ho nsem so no ebekoye ewo ho.
We quickly put up a Metropolitan Sanitation Committee to ensure that at least every month we'll do a monthly cleanup. We also will do a weekly review of every activity that we do. We will also put in sanitation task force within the metropolis. And the key, we have to also enforce the bylaws on anybody who breaks the law in respect of sanitation, to ensure that we are able to anchor or achieve this dream of the president. Thank you for the question. It's part of the goal. Government is providing us with containers, and as an assembly too, we are procuring some to ensure that we put it at strategic places. My only question is that people don't bring refuse from their homes and come and dump it there. It's only when you are going, maybe you take some bottled ice water or any water or any maybe oranges, you put it there. But sometimes this innovation that we bring, the public defeats it by our own attitude. It's just uncalled for that you see that they bring refuse from their homes, from wherever they are, and they come and dump it there. So we will try to enforce it. We have even gone a step that we may even put up people there on weekends and maybe 24 hours.
Coordinating Director Edema Tema Metropolitan Assembly Ora John Nana Owu anu disem ene yokokotie wabra na wo pa chairman foforo kwasa abre wo ba be hwe ama bibia akoye e wo sub metro council na eno echi ena sisia chairman a yede tumi ahyane nsa se wo mehwe ema bibia titiriw ne ahonidie ho nsem emfa no ntoma pemfra e wo eye sub metro council ora Emmanuel Swansea Martin and so Edas wo wie ye na wo hye o manfo bo se wo behwe ama ahonidie ho nsema ye de ato nanim nso no wo mo afa wo mo ntoma pa efra na se bibia akoye e de ama wo mo yentie
many councillors no ene administrative staff no ebetena se na ya hwe enyama ewo ho sisi a de eye no e be continue the enye no e be hwe na ya system se na e be ya Tema Central be fan in time different. Yenya ene say I mean it's not only pertaining to some Tema Central. You say revenue leakage is all very. And so before I may identify one of the councillors or your accountant that. And so I will try and make sure say we look internally and see people who are qualified to help in restructuring how the current revenue mobilization is, and he can make recommendations, and I think that will improve. I still don't get it why we still do manual invoicing, and so that is where a lot of leakages are coming from. Before even coming in, I learned that last year there were a lot of misappropriations, and so it's one of the areas that I'm looking at, because without the money we can't do anything, and you cannot rely on the central government to be giving you money for your development. And so whatever you are collecting, you have to optimize the collection to make sure that you make judicial use of the revenue that you get. Happy that now the local government or the central government is planning to bring the sanitation to the district assemblies. And so for me, that's a very good initiative. In the past, you will sit there and somebody has been given a contract.
And it's the newly elected chairman, Babeshe Amabibia Akoye, a sub metro council, Ora Emmanuel Swansea Martin, and it is and a yokoti, yan twakasiano so, and some fufromu and fa and maudia. Enra na chese wo presidency na nyasem kuma kwa ni nyina efa Ghana man panyin John Dramani Mahama ni nkita ho a wone ensem twerofo enyaye na wodwumedie na se no na chese ensem twerofo wo mo ekoye anaso wo munya akwenya ekoye no enya akwenya ebisa ensem bia wo mo pese wo mo bisa o man panyini na ensem bia wo mo ebisa ye no de dikan na efa eye oral na chese metre operation recover all loot committee a wo mo ete ya no wo mo ehwe esise wo bi edi omayi sika na se omayi obi ejapade agba bedi wo honom nanso no ebia afakwati kwan bi so wo mpese yensa be kan ya ade a mo san nkofo no ene ye hwehwe mu na chese ye di mudin aba monten so eno bepem sabre yenti ehwo hwi biem ena nsem twerofo ebi so man panyin se aso ora ya wo mo ete ye kurampo no sisi a ehwo nsem akwa akoduru sen yenti e
senya okan no MPP abreso omo de nhihye bi ban ayemra se aban ne wudi efa case bi ho se ebia wafasika na bibia wo akwenya obetimi aka se yo ene aban case na mode kwedu amode bomeno me sande sika na se agudie bia na se bibia mode bom kwedu no me sande aba se ne be ya bomfa me nkoto how do they call imprisonment efiase bomfa me nkoto efiase enti ayemra eda ho enti obi a yabo no kwedu bia ewo tumi se obeka se you ene yentwa so na memfa se imra na yenjai sa eyuno enti eno enye aban ena ebeka eye nipa yede na kugina court and so se oka se o munjai asem no mu na memfa se imra na se agudie bia me fa ye me famra na se japade bia me fa ye me famra na se bibi aban wa kwenya se ebeka se de bi enje na ye beto aso any case no enti ejina case no ene ni anipa ne ye enti still aban wo to me say even though wako emra na se aka se me pese me san ede bibi bema aban na aban eja case no mu aban betimi aka se de bi yempe yenje Enti eno a case by case. Se o sheda e de adwembone ewia yesika a echese eso a ye nyina echese I don't know how to explain. I just say abo aban anase oman car. You to me say ebeka say yempe nya wode ba no na ye de obekwa akoto efiase. Ba ni be reason ka say na wode nkoto efiase wa na obeto aduane ama no wa na obehwe no oyare a wode no beko hospital. Enti say we wia sika na okase o sande sika be mawa. Ene ho wonfa so say ye beji ye sika chen say ye di nipa no beko efiase. Enti ye no de Attorney General ene behwe no akan nya ehia.
Awampenyi eyi ora insensemi anu ewie ye pe ene asembisa etosumienu nso ebaye na eno efa excavator chese yenya ne ntiye se ababegu port na emomu no anajo ena womu a eye womu dia no womu kwasesa edi efri honom eno ena yebisa wo mampanyin se yenya ne ntiye se omeyi mu krampo no excavator no ena bebre na edi etu galamse a ye nyina ye kasa etie ne sinden ena yetumi emma kwan emma wo bi ehyepe excavator edi free aman hodo so edi ba omeyi mu ena Ghana mampanyin e kyerɛ se yema obi bia ho kwan na emomu no se wo omeyi mu krampo na wo pese wo di excavator yibi efri obi man so eba omeyi mu a gise wokọ eye transport minister hono no wakọ akwaje permit anase abodin krata ebe mom ho kwan sefa excavator no ebra omeyi emu.
With regards to excavators, we are enforcing the law that you must get the permit before the excavator is put on a ship. That is what the law has been, but it was not followed. And so they let the excavator land before they come and ask the Ministry of Transport for a permit. And so we've informed all the dealers that you cannot load an excavator onto a ship until you have gotten a permit. In the meantime, a lot of excavators have arrived at the port. And recently, somebody said they were being released at midnight to their owners and things. That's not true. What happens was there were so many that they had occupied a huge area of the port and congested the port. And so we found the land near Shai Hills, near the military installation. And the Field Engineers Regiment and others have been given charge to move the excavators from the port to that area so that they can free up space in the port. And they do that in the night because of traffic in the daytime. So in the night, they have the payloaders moving the excavators out of the port to the designated areas where they are supposed to be held. And before any of those excavators is released, they must be tracked. They must have a tracker on them. They must be registered by the owner of the excavator. And we must know the purpose for which the excavator has been imported. Because the construction industry also imports excavators. And so you cannot put a blanket ban on importation of excavators just because you think that every excavator is going to go into the illegal mining industry. Even the big mining companies that have licenses import excavators. And so we want to know who is importing the excavators, who it is going to. We want to be able to put a tracker on it and be able to...
Asembisa etwato ewo memeka seboyi so efa enra shia omanpanyin nsɛmtwerɛfo ehia ye efa amemmo ena afetumi ho eno so no omanpanyin eyia no say
I'm in danger of becoming a supreme leader. Look in my face, do I look like a supreme leader? And that is to paraphrase Prof. Star Atta Mills, do I look like a cat hunter? Do I look like a supreme leader? I'm a Democrat true and true. And even when we attained 2/3 of parliament, I said that we're not going to use it to ride roughshod over the minority, and that we're going to give opportunity for democracy to flourish. And so we don't intend to use our 2/3 majority to steamroll our democracy. We believe that even though the people of Ghana gave us that overwhelming majority, it wasn't meant to turn Ghana into a dictatorship. They gave it to us in order that we could carry out reforms to make our governance better. And I think that we stand a very good chance with that 2/3 majority to finally move the amendments to the Constitution that we have all wanted. In the past, because of hung parliaments and all that, we couldn't make any progress because there are some of those amendments for which you need an overwhelming majority. And so Ghanaians have given us that opportunity and say, look, go ahead and do these things so that we can have a better constitution that will take Ghana for many more generations to come. And so that's what I believe. But I certainly am not on the way to becoming a supreme leader or an autocrat.
Yokotie nyina efa enrada wabra wani ensemtrofo ehyiaye ewo natena ye kese ensem bia ensemtrofo ebisa no eno ho anu ye ena wode ma wo mo a yabobi amawatie ewo kasebo yi esoi merafo ma menyina we so e na mentwa me ho tew emra me ba kasebo ne aka atire me de besom.
Hello lovely people, I am Mrs. Dora Jesse, the academic head of Rainbow Montessori International School. Today, I am pleased to be walking you through the world of Rainbow Montessori International School, which is situated at Nswayem, specifically in the Takwa Nswayem municipality. The school runs a day and a boarding session. We take learners from crèche up to JHS. We are running the boarding system, taking learners from 7 years upwards. Parents, we are here to let you know if you want the best of education in this 21st century, look no further than bring your children to Rainbow Montessori International School. With us in the school, we have ultra-modern and standard facilities where your child would have the conduciveness to learn. We have the science laboratory, we have the ICT lab that has laptops and then desktops for your children to practice and learn. We also have the music session where we train learners on how to use the instruments aside the classroom work. We also have our creative art gallery where we pick and train learners to be very, very creative. Here we have so many things we can boast of that the learners did with their own hands. We also have bar system running, picking all the kids from every point where the child is to our school. Parents, we can tell you and assure you that bringing your child here, you will never regret. We are running a canteen or a kitchen session where we cook hot and healthy meals for your children. If you don't want this, what else do you want? We are entreating you today to come all over the places and enroll your children at Rainbow Montessori International School. Our campuses are so conducive. We are running the preschool separately from the main school. You come and your child will not regret being enrolled in our school. Our motto, which goes dream, believe and motivate to success, is the key thing we want to leave you today, to keep dreaming and motivate your children as they keep working to succeed in life. We love you and want to encourage you. We are not going to regret bringing your child. The school also runs or has a session for UC Mass, which we call the Smart Tribe. Bring your children from stage 1 to stage 6. They are running this, and we believe that you will not regret enrolling your child in our school. Thank you very much for coming.
Fully packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.
se watwe me ama metwa me ho aba ugu so share green gold kasebo enwumre nonson na mame entwa ensem no so emfa emawode a anabo kwabna minta akando wono no health minister ewo omaiga na mu hase na ene day yenya ne nte yese wabomoden ato afidi a ne buo no esom $1.5 million edi akwa akoma Ga North Municipal Hospital na wabra wade sa machine ekokoma wo no wade ensem bi etudwa wo ka kire wo mo se yase once na ni hwe crop sane nsem enti kakra ya wanya wade abre wo no wo mo hwe se wo mo edi bedi dwuma esese wo mo di edi no mo be hwe so ye na aboanso ama apomudi ho nsem so no akoyen edi ama yen ewo omayi mu sanse si ebenya apomuden papa de ni so ade hunu kase pa edi magana mbai yentie nsem a wade tudwa
or obsolete. I do not expect that they will come back to government or the ministry to fix these machines or to replace them. We must attempt to add more, but once we are adding more, we must retool the already existing ones. And that is the determination of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama.
So for us, the first thing we need to ask for is administration. We're so happy that it has come. So Minister, Honorable Minister, so we are grateful.
Enti we bra health minister Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando wade afidie ekokoma yenuanom wo mo ewo Ga North Municipal Hospital na wo mo je yenso no wo mo da na se yento akase no so ewo ensem fufuro mu ema wode a medewo ekọ Amansi West District no ewo Asante Mantem na wokodru wonom a wo mo ani abri ye papa pane nyina ene se wo kiremu a wose nansen basabasa ya ema no home no so ewo hono ma na nyina efa Asanko mining chese wo mo no medwumedi o mudi ni se efomagudie no wo mutu nanso wo mo ba ho no mo no basabasa ye bi ema no home no so enam sompo ema wo mo assembly member kane na wo ho no no woto anananom ewo ensiedo na bepem sabre ya asem no esi ye no anase basabasa ye no ekoso ewo ho no no wo matena sia ehun se bi empanyimfo enka hwe emfa ho enti sabre die wo matro krata teten no petition na wo matro ediafa DC ya wo hono ma ye friend say Honorable Peter Menu Morris say wono ankasa entumi nya hwe emfa ho kra de ene wo momoden say wo bema asami ato Asante Mantem suafo Honorable Dr. Frank Amoakohene ena afei Asante man nyina wura otumfo osetutu ababio na edikan yentie ensem a presiding member wo honom Honorable Entry Amponsa wade tudwa
to nam so kwana na jode a ene na jono ye chewa ye show ye se fo chitwa wudin ye se fa amore ye sei gina ho ye sei sai ne mani na ye mpa bia hubiem ye se me ne o kasa ya assembly members na e wo bontefo bu omu di mimpie boni be e de boni be na omaye emam se ye se asemi ba yi omu ni nsontrofo so aye dai akasa enti omu nyina enti mimpie trata e ko omu so ne ade ne ye sere ene ni ya regional minister otia Istrati womu no mo boys ni na mfie se de be ya assembly members aka wo no omotimi aye de edi omudwuma no nti kromofo aye de ayi omo so omonye de omonye ye wie no na ya de sere nyina ne se enye se ye kan na ne kira asem yenti committee a e be hwehwe asem no mu ama kosi asese de krodon ama ye nso ye bo aye de atoye yem mo munya asem no trawa sa omunye de eti committee no mo ntra asem no mu yen hwehwe asem no ngosi ne sunsun so na assembly man akọbọ ban na tuo pay de jere uti kura na ehwehwe waso ye hunu bi da eti enei ye nam saya so edi petition e ma ye wura DC se emfa no so no mfa nkoma regional minister ensi interior minister Honorable Mutaka so na enko krowura na se oman ni wura ye wura His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye wura yenimse o de obetimi aye enya de abebu ani aguzo Wose nuane ahwere ne nkwan nyamye ne nkreni ye mu bi kra na assembly members no mu di ngomo mo ka say ah eya asumasi ana say ye ntwi ana say ye obentre kra de a ke be ka say on de we beja kakra o ye ohwefo ya ne hu ni asem on ye 12 assembly members nyina afu na bonte former assembly members kra de o mo kokoso no o mo fre no ja prekope sa no mo fre no yewura enam na boto ye mo na ho fama o mo nyina ba ne car e no mo fro de ba meeting e no essential assembly must be a mere ba meeting was an ufri ye ho ba ha o fa moto to family meeting 200 Ghana.
Honorable entry Amponsa our presiding member Ekasa Eweye and asisi nipa where you know say acting assemblyman and I say assembly member o meyi ni say won hwe tire na won toto niema kwapem say bibia ebeto ye sanse de na wote so no enam basa ye inti no wato anananom ewo ensiedo Owura Patrick Buama won so edensem kakra etwa so
assembly members 27 electoral area ya short to back no ka say yempe soldiers no yempe obi odigidi ene papa mu ni wu asem ebeba yemansi mu a enti obi a amme hontoye
le yabamu ebu e ka se abambu ade mboa if you walk from man na yebetu tu akudi a wabambu they say the whole man say we say members say to me say they need to kudi ntuma if you say ye nua ba ko e wo roman bo sume ba ko ene na otwemiru and then rather assembly member one also can a penny or they are one of your body economy in one boy for issue. Everything I say, I can't only dissect Bishop we meeting. A man there was a can be a kind be, it will be an issue.
They be brave, I saw to the Impetua, so especially a Manchester West district. Okay, near my 2 assembly members say, Wahana, I know I had a chair assembly member back, Menoka say, what them more than 1 month. Or because on also a aqua try say asumdwe beba e fa ni kromu ene ne manfo ya chinatum as in security a chinatum a wadem getting to 1 month eno na chi no na adura yesu assembly member senior most sane e frɛ no ono so adura no etu akasa no edia na ebuse on say ye be assembly member no na members no na ye anase ye tena e ba bia na nkae Ada na wose yesa as an assembly member no di ni dwuma a wo try asumdwe betumi aba na all these things no asemwe akwakoto no ne de de adesede eto his excellency President Mahama anim say yesre no asem na aba no e asem kese asanko man na kwan omde ye fa so ha na no onyan etan mpanfo emfre omo kasa soldiers na so omo fre omo no omo agi omo nyina
Nekrakra ena DC ya sabre wo matro kratai edi amane se wo momoden se wo de bekwa akoma empanyimfo ahodo bi te se eye asante mantem so afo Dr. Frank amo akohene won fa enkonkoma no na won hwe se bibia ebeto ye no so no e kasa ya wo tre se wasom na wo bebo moden se wo de ebekọ na ebeboa na de se empanyimfo eye nyina no ba beye se beye a eba meno manfo nso o makoma atọwọ mu yem
ya eni so ha adwen but the me den say we nyina si na man fam ranche mu nsem na mo so fam rakwan so de petition ayede aba na me hye mo bo say petition we ene ya no ye de bekọ minister ho na me so bebo so me de Yoruba president ho to bi aka na command ye na me say me nua pepepe ye ebe ye adwuma because president dey o you be a ginidi o de pepepe ye na atentene ne ye adwuma ti mesre say obi aka na command ye na ye ma community ne so ntia se ne say ye besere wo the SC bia no bia can come to him because Nelson Mandela can say Jojo is better than war. And you be an SC farm rushing in 7 year idea, and you need the bed a beba. The best will be a can come to him. Now say a wahidi, they say Pepe Payani attention in the Bayama, Medamas. A bushia, Titri, a year and a back, and the Kulina, you said yes, you know, so your assemblyman, I will did Juma, Abuata the Bay Asum Gebeba. Na aturenchim say ide akotono ba de mesu mu ne say bia kana kuma ntunu ni say de nyame pe na we de oye nti nyame ya adoma ebe pe mu no ye besa akokuma no ye ko ho ne ebusua ne ye de ekuhia ye besa ba ho ne tutu obi enu mu nyina ye de ayi ti de besu mu so bia kana kuma
Edema omanfo wo Amansi West wo atoye mantem Honorable Peter Menu Morris anu disem ena wodi ame wa bra ne nsa aka eye petition ya ne manfo de ama no se wo momoden so de bekwa koma mpanyimfo ahodo a wo mo ese efata na meto akase bo no so de ama wo dia mede wo ekọ eye Amemfi East ayo no ewo atoye mantem anopei ene yenya ne ntie se basabasa ye bi ama no home no so ewo ho no mo a yesusu se eye drip machine na chese ye de aba no nipa esese nka ye boni din ema ne hwe eye drip machine no so no enye wono ena empanyumfo aboni din enam sayo so krampo ema yenya ne ntie se mra hye bedwani a wo ho no anabu Nicholas Amankwa Kamia kwa yese yedi yensa akekano eno achi so no nipa bi manase mabunu bi nso krampo eho aka entini ya bomoden na yakọ ahoma no so ye ne eye NDC constituency chairman ewo Amemfi East eye Nana Kofi Atochi ye no ekwa akodi enkomo ne ye bisa ne se aso enti ya yati eye no kre anase entro Nana me pacho wote menka mamema wo akwaba ene anwumre yi emfambra Green Gold akan kase eboso
ye nua me nua ba
Nana me pacho wote menka
me tu go me pacho majo so
Ready Mr. Wa anopeya ne yenya no enti yes basabasa ye bi ama no homene so ewo eye Amemfi East ni nyina efa drip machine and sensem eho asami nukre ewom nso a yesan ete se yede yen sample akeka eye abanmra hye bedwani a wo ho e na afei omanfo bi ma wo ka ho boye nkyeremu
nini aba enzem na kasa no enzem bo mienu na ane da esiye na otwi mienu ni na water guard for call adwuma galamsey obi a ose nsuo na ni topa buma ne se amochire nimba na oye adwuma so onye adwuma no na ose nsuo nimba so ni MC adwuma na ni MC na eye ndi on di okaso obi ja na oboa na otwi a di MC ska for mano ndi na di obi ja ndi akasakasa mu no nimba ni ye ko bet otagad fonzo mu nimba ofre no oka oya ko nu ya no twese kan the san otagad for no na my man dey tun dra na man e wo me dey menu aba o me dey se kan bro mata so na mu dey gina mu nam nyina am si for na yes abi o tin na o mo ba fie e be ko hospital ko police station mo ko hospital enu me na o mo ko MC amane no MC ni so san zo bro ba ko awo ema ono zo ko hospital na ni nyina no na MP zo di biko drip machine ye boni dine se ono na be drip ono so no MC ni se MP akola na onya drip adwuma ne de ono ni nya adwuma dine top up minister ne da mineral commission ba na VEC ha omo pre chairman so omo ni MC ni water guard ko no wongomo ndi mini MP ni secretary yemra Regina your head direct on so Regina ono so ba se obehwe se the idea man wa han MC ni be makwan man aye na dwuma oni dino ono so frame ni MP se yemra na yemetina se ni enka se no na de obi a yenka na ibani ndubinye na dwuma na otagad for onzo ndubinye o mo dwuma ndi kona ni ko MC office no na ezembo miru na ye kwa keka na mi duru district assembly wono ihun se meto for me ensa ene MC gwala be 20 o ma salande aho nyina ndi me fafu frɛ MPSAP na asɛm ne yɛbɛka na mɛtofoɔ ne mmrandi a bɛgu deɛ ɛdeɛ bɛ no mo ba bɛyɛ na MP ka kyerɛ me sɛ ɔduru a nyina yɛbɛkɔ dɛm ne akeka sɛm deɛ ɔmo mo abɔntene deɛ ɔmo nim deɛ yɛkeka nti me deɛ menya wɔ mo nti ankyɛ na wɔta guardfoɔ na yɛbɛka ɔmo asɛm no ɔmo baeɛ 10 minutes time na MP so baeɛ MP baeɛ no ɔsi fam no na deɛ de drip machine ahyɛ no da ne MP na nam nti ɔno so si fam osi fo mo ko MC office na no boys no etakre ne ball na sum yo na MP be ka say na me obi na 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 mo bon do mo za wo MP ani anti na MP e fast say owura MC office owura man MC nzu pushi no na oto na na chi na boys no e de suso me chairman ye bo me ye bo secretary constituency secretary ye bo no constituency Zongo Caucus ye bo no na nyame amba fia anga sembisi ne da na emom na water guard for no mu ma omo pata ani nya ehu ye di dane ko ya meeting na maso nginzamu na nga ye keka ne de pere yo ato amabis no wa ambene okofa ne boys be sunzum ye boroye na die me twa to me say on bese oni MP be yeduma on bese oni executive be yeduma oni dino abiri bi appointment bi obebe bi MC ne de man ngwala ba ko pe na MP no ni ndia ni ba ne aboni dino o si David on de ni nyabi sisi a MC na owa man bi isi no me na me party chairman me ko no woni ko dingo mo ade be chen na da WhatsApp group so ma ko 3 times oba ko months ni ma ko 3 times third one go dem delete bi na man ni nyina mu twa do beto platform so ndi ono no on beso ni MP ni executive ni be yaduma na nga executive mu asema ba ni edi akire ni abisisi a ba buru so kra se njiranka sisifo evidence sisifo ya boye ni ama ni nyame ne fa ya aduma nga ndanga assembly show because second pa Zongo Caucus ya the second born in chisa be 50 Zongo Caucus ko ambo de no nka ho ono na ban di koko bia ban di na wa assembly ho na o ko di bia ko bia no hu se e takri MP ni chairman e na oba so be pata na oni e boro de tantan kura ya sanu a wo ti e na sa na ti
enti ahwefo video ni bi ena eda eye kasafonyini so a wo hwe ye nsema ye di ho enkomo no video ni bi ena wo hwe na na mama misa o sisia no ensema waka nyina no ana mo ben ena matu e de afa ho
ye tiene se MC no aye na bi so ni ye adwuma indi ya report di ama region 4 ya body region 4 abole omuma indi ende no na the FSA ni say a show release the back on ten so no mu di e cost one and release indi sabi ya sabo en ben gwa man indi e reso beba na o ma be yen to tue papa e di apoa man bigisa
nana ma yena wase ewo enchemu a wodi ama yen wa bra yenya nante yese
nzo me da wa no ati fo asepa
Arafo enti eno no enkoma ye kokodi ye eye Nana Kofi Atochi wono no eye NDC constituency chairman ewo eye Amenfi East basabasa ya yenya nti ye se ekoso ewo honom efa eye drip machine ensensem eho aha ena ebrebe makwan ema mede enwumire no nson akan kase ebo no ebesi ewo eye green gold kasafonyi eso meda se mi amede ensami ebeso mu midi Nana Efia Adepa mema mumo enehwe
Fully packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.